Hello everyone, I am Mamta Saxena. How are you all doing? I hope you all are great. Today I am going to discuss punctuation marks with you. As you all know, punctuation marks are very important for a sentence. If you write a wrong punctuation mark, the entire meaning of the sentence changes. So let's discuss the most important punctuation marks. The list is as follows, and after this I will explain each one of them. First is full stop or a period. Period is in American English and full stop is in British. Exclamation mark is the next one. Then comes question mark. Then is the comma, semicolon with a dot and a comma. Then is the colon with two dots, apostrophe, capital letters and inverted commas. So now I am going to discuss each of them with you. The first one is full stop, or we also call it a period. It is used to show a long pause in a sentence. We can use it at the end of a statement or a command. For example, close the door. Here we can put a full stop. We can also use it in case of abbreviations. So, for example, WHO, which the full form is World Health Organization. Here we can use a full stop after each letter, WHO. Now, the next one is exclamation mark. As you can see, there is a line and a dot. These type of sentences show a strong feeling like happiness, anger or sadness. You can see this example. What a beautiful picture. Alas, we lost the match. So this shows some sadness. And the first one shows some surprise, what a beautiful picture it is, or what a beautiful picture. So next one is question mark. This is used in case of interrogative sentences. At the end we use it. So for example, how are you? See, you can see a question mark over here. So next one is comma. Comma is a very short pause, or you can say it is the shortest pause in a sentence. We use a comma in these cases. First of all, we use a comma to separate words in a sentence. For example, she is kind, intelligent and smart. So we put a comma after kind. Then we use a comma before direct quotation. For example, the teacher said, come in. So after said we put a comma because these come in are the spoken words. They are in quotation marks. Next we can use it to separate words like yes or no from a sentence. For example, no thanks. We use a comma again to separate the date and the year. For example, 15 August 1947, we put a comma after August. Then after some expressions like well, however, we use a comma like well, can you believe that? After well, we put a comma. Then we use a comma to separate question tags. For example, this is right, isn't it? So we put a comma after right. Then to separate two or more academic degrees, we use a comma like AP Gupta, MA B.Ed. We put comma after Gupta, then we put a comma after MA. So these are the important places where we put comma. Now we come to the next one, semicolon, which is a dot and a comma. Now semicolon is a longer pause than a comma, but it is shorter than a full stop. So these are the cases where we use a semicolon. It combines closely related sentences. As you can see, I have a match today. I can't go out now. So I have a match today, then we use a semicolon, and then I can't go out now. So these are two closely related sentences. They are combined with a semicolon. Then we come to the next one. When we use this to separate clauses of equal importance, when there are two clauses of equal importance in a sentence, there we can put a semicolon. For example, to err is human, to forgive divine. So here we put a semicolon. So now let's go on to next one. Colon. It comprises of two dots. It is a longer pause than a semicolon. We use it to introduce words, lists, names, phrases. Some usages are as follows. We use it before quotations. For example, the people cried, long live the king. We put a colon over here after cried. Next one. Before a list coming after an independent clause. So if we write a list after an independent clause, then we use a colon. For example, you need to bring the following items. We put a colon and then we write cheese, orange, biscuits and so on. Dear students, capital letters are very important and we use them at various places. We can use them at the beginning of a sentence. Sentence always starts with a capital letter. We use capital letter in case of proper nouns. Whenever we write proper nouns, we use it for writing that. Then, first word of a reported speech is always written with a capital letter. For example, you can see, Pankaj said, my pet cat is unwell. So, my is written with capital letter. Then pronoun I is always written with capital letter. Then important historical events like Battle of Panipat, it is also written with capital. First letters of each word in the name of an article or a book is always written with capital letter, like Treasure Island. Then to write adjectives formed from proper nouns like Indians, French, these are also written with capital letter. Next one is the apostrophe. It shows the possession or forms contractions. For example, Sunita's doll. Here we put an apostrophe. And when we use contractions, like when we write I am, it is a short form of I am. Then we can put a comma here, it is an apostrophe. For example, can't. It is a short form of cannot. So here we can put a comma. So here we use it. And then comes the inverted commas. These are also very important. And we use them to mark the beginning and the end of a sentence or the spoken words of a person. For example, they said, what a wonderful house you own. So this is in inverted commas because these are the exact spoken words of the speaker. So children, these are the important punctuation marks which you should be very careful of, and I hope you will implement them in your writing skills. And take care and happy learning.